If you've been using this textbook, then, by now, you will have read the introduction to Part 1 and the first article, as well as written and self-evaluated your essay. We recommend, if you haven't done so already, going back to the introduction of this text and completing the essay and self-evaluation there. However, you do not need to have done the self-evaluation to understand the value of slowing down through your writing process. If you have completed it, have a look at your self-evaluation. How did you do? Do you have a sense of the strengths and weaknesses of your writing? Do your analytical skills need some fine-tuning? We live in a fast-paced world, so when you are asked to write an essay, you may be tempted to begin writing immediately. You may also be tempted to prove that you've read the essay by providing a synopsis, but at this level, your professor will assume that you've read it. You should be moving towards more sophisticated essays that analyze and interpret the text rather than just summarize it. Starting to draft your essay before taking time to reread the text, make specific notes, research or brainstorm ideas, or create an outline often leads to essays that are vague, poorly organized, and lacking the required analysis. Key elements of the author's argument and intention may be missed. Students who dive directly into writing may find essay writing more difficult, and they may be more prone to writer's block. When you begin to read, try to keep an open mind. Allow yourself to be surprised. Avoid deciding prematurely that you don't like what the author has to say based on an accompanying graphic or the opening sentence. As you continue to read and reread the article, take notes and reflect on the author's argument. Remember the fable of the tortoise and the hare? The slow and steady tortoise wins the race against the hare who rushes in and is too tired to finish. Successful analysis requires you to slow down. Read and reread the source article several times, take notes to gather evidence from the article, and then reflect on those notes and what you've read. Analytical writing requires time and thought to gather and reflect on evidence from the text. In this chapter, we'll begin considering ways to improve your analytical skills by reading closely and slowly, and then rereading to gather evidence from the original text, noting specific words or phrases each time you read the article, reflecting on those notes, and working towards a thesis and an outline. Slowing down will allow you to gather much more information from the text, think about these ideas, and organize your ideas into a logical pattern. Combined, these steps will help you to produce an essay that more successfully communicates your ideas and analysis of the author's argument.